Python operators. Python support the following operators: arithmetic operators, comparison or relational operators, assignment operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, membership operators, and identity operators. X equals to 20 is an expression in Python, which means the value 20 is stored inside the variable X. Each item here, the 20 and the X, in are called operands. So we have the right operand being stored in the left operand. Let's take another example. We have 20 plus 30. Now, this is also an expression, and we have, let me make this y. So this is also an expression, and it has the left operand and two right operand. But in between this right operand is a plus sign. A plus sign in Python is an operator. The first set of operators are the arithmetic operators. These are the common arithmetic operators that we're used to: the plus sign, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, exponent, and floor division. Let me print out the output of this. I'm going to say print y. So we can see y is 50. Let me make it 50 plus 30. Y is 80. In addition operator, you just put a plus here and then you have an addition. Similarly with the subtraction operator, this gives you 20, and then the multiplication operator, this gives you 1,500. We also have the division operator. The division operator will divide 50 by 30, and the modulus operator will give us the remainder after the division. After dividing this, the remainder will be given back to us. The remainder after 50 divided by 30 is 20. And exponent operator is the operator to add 50 in 30 times. Let me do 2 so that it won't be too much. This will be 50 times 50, which is 2,500. So that's what the exponent operator is. Then the double slash, the floor division operator, is if there is a remainder. Let's say, for instance, I divide by 3. If there is a remainder, it's going to floor it. It's not going to give you, if you do 50 divided by 3, it's going to give you 16.666 like that. But if you do double, it's going to take all this out. So it's just going to remain only 16. That's what floor division operator will do. The next operator is the comparison relational operator. This includes operators like equals to, which is double equals to sign, not equals to. This is another way of writing not equals to. Then greater than sign, and the lesser than sign, lesser than or equals to sign, and then the greater than or equals to sign. So I'm just going to do this on the Python terminal interpreter, so you can see this. Is going to make it a bit easier. I'm going to declare 4 variables in the Python terminal. To do the Python terminal, you either open up a terminal on your window and then type Python, or you just type Python on your VS Code terminal. It opens up a terminal. So I'm going to store to X, Y, Z, and K. I'm going to store value 10. This is multiple assignment, 20, 30, and 10. So right now, X is storing 10, Y is storing 20, Z is storing 30, and K is storing 10. So the comparison operator compares the value of either side of the expression and decide the relationship amongst them. So if I say X equals to Y, it's X equals to Y. If you look at it here or you look at it here, X is 10, Y is 20. X is not equals to Y. So when we run this code, it's going to give you false. If I do X equals to K, you can see X is 10, K is 10. So if I run this code, it's going to give you true. We can also do the not equals to operator, this operator. So I can say X not equals to Y. Of course, X is not equals to Y. Is going to return true. Please note, however, that this is not going to work in Python. So if you say in Python 3, if you say X, Y, it's going to give you an error. So, but basically, if you're coming from some other programming language, this is similar to this. X lesser than Y. Is that true? Yeah. X the greater than Y. Is it true? No. X greater than or equals to Z. Is it true? False. So the same thing for lesser than or equals to. We can do all that in the VS Code by putting it in a print command. I wanted us to do it here because this gives us a result without putting it in a print command. So if I do a print command and I say X greater than Y, and I run the code with my RPL, X greater than Y will give me true. So, and if I maybe do this also, print X not equals to Y is going to give me true. Python uses also assignment operators. Assignment operators is used to assign the values of the right side of the expression to the left side operand. An assignment operator takes whatever operand you have on the right side and assign it and put it inside the left side. It doesn't have to be one value. For instance, this is K equals to 10. I can say K plus 40 minus 50 divide by 20. You know, it's going to assign every of these into K. So the simplest of them all, as you can see, is the equal sign. The equal sign is for generally assigning values. Other assignments includes the plus equals, minus equals, multiply equals, all these operands, the mathematics operands equals. Basically, what that is if I have Z, you know, the value of Z is 30. If I say plus equals Y is 20. Now, what I'm saying is add whatever is in Y to Z. Whatever is in Y, add it to whatever is in Z. So right now, it's going to be 30 plus 20. So the value of Z at this point is going to be 50. You can see it right here. It's going to be 50 because the plus equals will allow me to add the value together. It's not like Z equals Y. For Z equals Y, is going to replace whatever is in Z and put Y. Whatever is in Y will be replaced or will be put into z, and the value in z will be removed. But if you do z plus equals y, is going to add what is in y into z. So that means z plus equals y will be 30 plus 20. So that will give you 50. Same thing with when you're doing minus. You can do minus, put minus here. Minus will remove, will subtract whatever value you have in y from whatever value that is in z. Let me remove this so you can make this a little bit more clear. So the value in z is 10, is 30, and the value in y is 20. So this will be 20 minus 30. So z right now will be 10. You can do this for multiplication. You see the value changes. You can do same for modulus. You can do same for division. And basically, it's going to use this to divide whatever is in z. We talked about the comparison operator, where we test the results of two operands. For instance, we say 10 greater than 20. If 10 is greater than 20, it's going to return back true or false, a Boolean value. So here 10 is greater than 20 returns false. Logical operator combines multiple Boolean expressions or values and provide a single Boolean output. It uses these operators, and operator, or operator, and not operator. In the AND operator, all expressions must be true to have a true result. That is, if there is any occurrence of false in the expression, the multiple expressions you're combining, the answer will be false. In this instance, you can see two expressions. This is true, this is false, is going to give you false. This is false, this is true, is going to give you false. All expressions must be true for you to have a true in an AND expression. In this one, false, false will give you false. For all expression, one expression must be true to have a true result. An instance is this. You can see true, false. There's one true there, so it's going to have true. False, true. There's one true. Is going to be true. True, true is one. There are two truths, so it's going to be true. False, false, no true, so it's going to be false. Let's make a simple example. I have A is true, B is false, and C is true. So I'm going to put it here. I'm going to run this code in my terminal, so you see the difference in what I'm saying. So A and C, that is, A here is true, C is true, because it's and true will be equals to true. You see, it's true. If I say A and B, A is true, B is false. What do you think that would be? That is true and false. The answer is going to be false. So if I say A or B, because it's or says one must be true. A is true even though B is false, is going to give you true. So let's use this example. X 10, Y 20, Z 30. We're going to combine it together right here. So I'm going to say, if you remember the comparison operator, I can say X, which is 10, X is greater, or X is lesser than y. That is true, right? X 10 is lesser than 20. Using this logical operator now is combining several operations together. So X is lesser than Y, and I can say Z, which is 30, Z is greater than Y, which is 20, which is another true statement. If you look at it, X is lesser than Y is true. Z is greater than Y is also true. And I'm using an AND operator here. If I run this, it's going to give me true. If I bring up that code again and I say Z is lesser than Y. Now, this statement is true and this statement is false because Y is 20, Z is not lesser, Z is greater. So this statement is false. And as you can remember, if you were using an AND in between, any false statement will give a false result. So if I run this, it's going to give you false. Let me bring it out again and change it to or. Or says if any of the statement is true, X is lesser than Y is true, but Z is lesser than Y is not true. So if I run this now, it's still going to give me true because I'm using the OR operator. So it gives me true. It's just, you can actually use normal number. 10 is greater than 50. And if I say, and 90 is less than 78, that is not true. So if I run this, it's going to give me false because I'm using an AND operator. But if I'm using a OR operator, it's going to give me 10 is greater than 50 here is not true. 90 is less than 78 here is not true. So both statements are not true. That's why it's giving me false. And if I do it again, I say 90 is less than 178. This is not true, but this is true. This is a true statement. So if I run it, it's going to give me true. The reason why it gave me true is because I'm using an OR statement. Any of the expression, if it is true, it will give you true. If you're doing OR, all the expressions must be true for you to have a true if you are using an AND statement. The last part is the NOT operator. NOT operator basically negates any results. So if I have 10 is greater than 50, that is false. But if I say not 10 greater than 50, a false statement will be turned to true. That's basically what NOT does. NOT negates a true result. And if it is true, it makes it false. If it is false, it makes it true. Another Python operator is the membership operator. Python membership operator tests for membership in a sequence, such as in a string, in a list, in a tuple. There are two membership operators that we have. The first one is the in operator and then the not in operator. The in operator tests for the occurrence of a value in a sequence. For instance, I can test good. I can say good in this is a good product. This is a sequence. This is a string, and I'm testing if good is in that string. To see this, the output, I'm just going to put it in a print command. So it's going to return a Boolean value You can see right here it returns true. That is, good exists in this statement. The word good is here. If I put bad now, it's going to change to false because there is nothing like bad in here. If I say to do the not in, if I say not in, that means bad not in this string is going to give you true. So you either use in or not in to negate it. Let me make it a little bit more intuitive. Let's say the word we are searching from is this is a good product. And then what we are searching is good. This is the same thing. I'm just trying to break it down. And then I'm going to print word, the search in the word. So search in word will give me the search word here is good. And the word is this is a good statement. So the answer will be true. If I say this, the answer will be true because this exists in this word, in this sentence. Maybe I should change it to sentence or phrase. So it exists here, and product also exists is going to give me true. But if I say production, is going to change to false because production doesn't exist. So the membership operator will test for the occurrence of a particular string that you're searching for in the sequence.